Welcome pre-cal students to the homework help video. Here's the assignment right here in front of you. Let's go ahead and get started, and hopefully we can help you on the problems you're struggling with. Numbers 55 through 67. The directions say find each of the following using a calculator, round to 4 decimal places. So first of all, we're going to find the logarithm of 3. Remember, if there's no base, then it's understood to be a 10, and that's exactly what your calculator does for you. Your calculator does log base 10 or a common log, so simply type in your log into your calculator and then hit 3, and the log of 3 would be 0.47712, and so we're going to leave that 1 a 1, and we have rounded to 4 decimal places. Alright, let's continue on to number 57. Okay, notice again, this is a common log, base 10, and so your calculator does that for you automatically. So we're going to type in the log of 532, and we're going to hit equal, and you will get 2.7259. And of course there's a 1 here, but that means we will leave the 9 a 9, and there we have rounded to 4 decimal places. Number 59, there's no base, so we know that's a base 10. That's a common log, and your calculator does those for you. So we're going to type in the log of 0.57, and the logarithm of 0.57 is negative 0.24412. And because this is a 2, we will leave this 1 alone, and so your answer is negative 0.2441. Number 61, notice we have a base 10 here because there's no base, so the logarithm of negative 2 equals, and you should get undefined or no solution. And the reason is you can never take the logarithm of a negative number, and I'll quickly show you why. If you set this equal to x and then wrote it exponentially, you would have negative 2 equals 10 to the x power. And I kind of dare you or challenge you to think of any number that you could put in for x that would give you a negative number. I don't care if you put in positive numbers, you will get out a positive number, and I don't care if you put in negative numbers here. 10 to a negative number will be a positive number. It'll be a fraction, but it will still be positive. So you cannot take the logarithm of a negative number. Number 63, now don't forget natural log of 2 means log base e, and your calculator does those for you. And so the natural log of 2 would be 0.6931. And then there's a 4 right here, and because there's a 4 here, we will leave the 1 alone. Okay, so there's your answer, 0.6931. Moving on to number 65. This is a base e, a natural log, so we're going to type our natural log button and then 809.3, and the natural log of 809.3 would be 6.69616, and because of this 6 right here, we're going to raise this 1 right here to a 2. Alright, so if we round correctly, I will have a 2 here. This is a decimal, and there's your answer. Okay, let's take a look at number 67. This is a natural log, so we have a base e, and the natural log of negative 1.32, of course, is going to be undefined or no solution, because you can never take the logarithm of a negative number, and I showed you why back on number 61. Now let's move on to numbers 69 through 73. Now 69 to 73 say find the logarithm using the change of base formula and use a common logarithm. So that means we're going to use base 10. So this can be rewritten as the logarithm of 100 over the logarithm of 4. And notice I used a common log here over a common log, and that's what the directions said to do. So I'm going to type into my calculator log of 100, then I'm going to hit equals or enter, and then divided by the logarithm of 4, and then enter. And it does not say where to round, so I'm going to round to 4 decimal places. Your answer would be 3.32192. So 32192. And because of this 2 right here, we're going to leave the 9 alone. Okay? So there is your answer right there. Let's take a look at number 71. Now, what we're going to have to do, notice it's base. Let's go back to the last problem. Notice it was base 4, and your calculator does not do base 4. Your calculator does base 10 and base E. So we have base 100. Your calculator does not do that for you. So we're going to take the logarithm of 0.3 divided by the logarithm of 100. And notice we use common logs. So I'm going to type into my calculator the log of 0.3 and then hit enter, and then divided by the logarithm of 100 and then hit enter, and we will get this for an answer, negative 0.26143. And because of this 3 right here, we will leave the 4 alone. Okay, and so your answer is right here. Let's take a look now at number 73. Notice I have a base 200, and your calculator does not do base 200. So we're going to have to take the logarithm of 50 over the logarithm of 200. So with my calculator, I'm going to type in the log of 50 and hit enter, and then hit divided by the log of 200. And what you're going to get is 0.73835. So 0.73835. Now this 5 right here tells you to raise your 3 up to a 4. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to make this become a 4. And there's your answer. Moving on to numbers 75 and 77. Now, on these problems, the directions say find the logarithm using the change of base formula, but they want you to use natural logs instead of common logs. So, notice we have base 3, and your calculator does not do base 3. So we're going to take the natural log of 12 divided by the natural log of 3. Now listen, students, you could also take the common log of 12 divided by the common log of 3. If you don't believe me, go ahead and try this. Type this into your calculator, type this into your calculator, and you'll get out the exact same answer. The reason we're not going to use the common log is the directions say to use the natural log. So I'm going to take the natural log of 12, enter, divided by the natural log of 3, enter, and the answer is going to be 2.26185. 2.26185. Now this 5 right here tells you to make the 8 a 9. And so we will make the 8 a 9, and we're finished. And now one more problem and we're done. Notice we have the log base 100, so we have to use our change of base formula. The directions say to use natural logs, so the natural log of 15 over the natural log of 100. So with my calculator, I will hit natural log 15, hit enter, and then divided by the natural log of 100, enter, and you will get 0.58804. And of course this 4 right here tells you to leave this 0 alone, and so that's what we'll do, and there's your answer, 0.5880. Okay, I hope this homework help video has been a help to you. Call or email if you have any questions.